Hi everyone, this is Martha. I'm a relationship counselor and clinical sexologist, and I'm from Eros Coaching. That's eroscoaching.com. I just finished my workshop this evening, and it ran from 7:30 to 10, and then I was there chatting with my friend who owned the place, and it took me about an hour to get home. And tonight's workshop was really powerful. I just couldn't get it out of my head that I haven't shared this publicly, and I wish I had recorded myself the way I said it when I said it just now. And so I decided that I should just make a video about it. And there were several parts that I wish I had recorded of that session, because I kind of went on a little speech, and I could see all of them who were there were just so kind of mesmerized by what I had to say. So what is it that I'm actually saying? So I'm gonna say it. In the workshop, the art of vulva pleasuring, I shared this very famous statistic, which in a recent study that was in 2017, it's still pretty much the same, which is about 70 to 80% of women can have orgasm through clitoral stimulation, and about 20 to 30% of women can have penetrative sex orgasm. This is when they can have an orgasm when they're being fingered or penetrated with a penis or an object, sex toy for instance, and that sensation of that object or penis or finger going back and forth creates an energetic build-up of arousal leading to an orgasm. Why is it that so few of them can have penetrative sex orgasm? It could be because of the way they were born. They were just born that way. The way the nerves in the body connects with the rest of the body. It could be that. I believe, having worked with so many people with vaginas, having asked them what their first time sex experience is, that actually a lot of them have had pretty painful, difficult, even traumatic penetrative sex for the first time. And maybe their partners didn't mean it, their partners didn't know better. However, this is what I learned, is that if you have genital massage, what happens is, or maybe just conscious touch in the vagina internally, that the nerves inside the vagina, I'm not talking about the outside now, I'm talking about the vagina, the vaginal canal. If you have vaginal massage in the vagina, is that it activates the nerves inside the vagina. And over time, not immediately, over time, when you are not in a state of fear, because if you haven't fingered yourself before, you haven't been exposed to sex much, penetrative sex is new, is a new sensation. And so when you have this penetration, and it's painful and traumatic and rough and difficult, then what can happen is just like the rest of our body, when we are having tension, this tension can lock into your body. And so in order to develop an awareness and comfort and ease and relaxation in your vagina, it's really about learning about your body, and gentle arousal, regular massages, stimulation of the vagina will allow for this activation of the nerves that I'm talking about. And so this is why genital massage is really useful. And a lot of people are in the pursuit of going for yoni massages, yoni meaning the vulva in Sanskrit, and it just means vulva massage. And I believe that there are definitely therapeutic benefits to vulva massage. So that's one of the things that I wanted to share in this video. One of the main things. The other thing that I really felt that I never really communicated in my videos, and maybe I'm going to make other videos emphasizing this, where there's better lighting, where it's in the day, where I'm less tired. The second thing I want to say is that it's really important before you penetrate a vagina to ask for permission. And this also means when you're penetrating yourself, to ask your body for permission. So rather than rushing, rather than being rough with yourself, or allowing your partner to be rough with you, or to speed up the process because they're worried about losing their erection or ejaculating too fast, they just want to go in quickly, for instance, this actually leads to fear and trauma and pain. So ask for permission before going in. Ask yourself for permission before entering yourself. So you check in with yourself that you're ready and you're sufficiently aroused, for instance. What happens when I suggest this in workshops, and I talk about it all the time, is that some people say, what do you mean, like every time? This is stupid. I'm married. I don't believe in like asking for permission every single time I touch my partner or going in. That's kind of like a mood killer. I know that there are people with vaginas who really like the feeling of being taken, and that's different from if this is her thing. However, when you ask for permission before penetrating the vagina, say for instance you ask, can I come in? What happens is it gives her an opportunity to check into her body that this is what she's ready for. And it also gives her an opportunity to say, no, not yet, a little bit more arousal. And this is a little bit more intentional and more conscious. So I'm going to share a little story now in elaborating on this point that I just made. When I was in sex school, the Institute for Advanced Study of Human Sexuality, I was given this as a homework, which is if you have a partner, and I had a partner in the city that I was in, San Francisco, at that moment. So I have a partner, and so I couldn't not do the homework. So the homework that was given to us is tonight, go back to your partner and engage in sex, lovemaking, make out, and before the point of penetration, ask your partner to ask you for permission before going in. And just like some of my clients, I was like, what? This is stupid. I don't see why this is even relevant or important. And so I told my partner, okay, this is the homework, and being a good Singaporean Chinese who's paid a lot of money for her studies, I'm going to do my homework. And so I did my homework. I asked my partner to do exactly that, and my partner asked for permission before penetrating. And so we then had penetrative sex. And so we did a little discussion afterwards. We did a little debrief, and I realized something. I realized that yes, I have been sexual. Yes, I have been penetrated. Yes, I enjoy sex. I I am comfortable with my body, comfortable with sex. But I realized that I haven't had anybody ask me for permission before penetrating. And as this came up for me, I became emotional. I started to feel a bit sad, even a little bit weepy, like I felt like crying. And I was telling my partner that there was this sense of grief because I've had things done to me. I've had things done to me that I didn't really like. That was not that it was assault or rape, but it was painful things. And for a long time, I couldn't feel that I could speak up. And in order for your partner to practice speaking up, they need to have the opportunity to speak up. So if they're uncomfortable and learning about sex and it's very new to them, encouraging them to speak up, giving them a time and place to practice speaking up is very important. And so this thing that I'm sharing, which is asking for permission before penetrating, is very important for someone who hasn't had that option given to them. And that's why I felt weepy. I felt like, what have I done to my own body? That I allowed things to be done to me, and I wasn't very intentional or conscious. And so in my workshops, I actually tell the men especially that before penetration to ask for permission. And I ask the women to go back and ask their partners to ask for permission before allowing them to penetrate them. And this is just about being more aware and more respectful of your own body. And it's so important that we learn how to find our own voice, our sexual voice, so that we feel good about ourselves, and so that we feel good about the interaction and exchange that we've had with our partners. So yeah, this was what I shared again in today's workshop, which I felt that I wanted to share in today's video at 12 midnight because I realized I haven't made this video and I was wondering why. So the first part that I shared was the importance of internal genital massage to activate the nerves inside the vagina so as to increase the possibility of having penetrative sex orgasm. The second thing that I mentioned was to ask for permission before allowing yourself to be penetrated or before you penetrate someone, to ask for permission. And I know I'm talking about the vagina. This also applies to the anus. And yeah, so this video is what I wanted to share. And you can check out my workshops. It's eroscoaching.com/events. And I've been doing these workshops for a long time, coming to 10 years. Oh yes, now I remember what I wanted to say. So the last thing I want to say is we often hand over our sexuality to someone else, you know, like do me, because we outsource, right? We outsource things, you know, clean my house, do my laundry, buy my groceries, deliver my groceries. So we outsource things that we ourselves don't want to take responsibility for. And when it comes to yoni massage, vulva massage, or a penis massage, or lingam massage, is that we go to practitioners, body workers, tantrikas, and then we say, do me, without really wanting to learn the skills for ourselves. And I really want to caution discretion and discernment in deciding who you want to work with. I know of many cases where male body workers end up raping their clients because, sorry to say this in a crude way, they can't control their dicks. It's like, okay, I've turned you on now. I'm the body worker. I'm very spiritual and intuitive, and I know what's good for you. And in that moment of when you're feeling really vulnerable, they break the boundaries. And so be very careful who you go to. And I know I talk about men in that way, but what about women practitioners who don't have a code of ethics, don't have supervision, and don't have boundaries? In Singapore, I know of a tantrika who does this, and it's unfortunate that I am the fallout of her clients. Have had her clients think, oh yeah, I can fuck her, so why can't I fuck you? And it's really disturbing that there are people who don't respect the sacred covenant of relationships, people who are married, people who are in partner relationship, and they just do what they want to do to you because you're willing to pay them, or because they feel like it, because they feel horny, or because it's kind of a power trip for them. Who knows? So be very, very conscious about who you go to. So I get a lot of people asking me, can you recommend me someone? No, I cannot recommend you anybody that I personally have not met and have had a session with, because I really put my name behind what I recommend. And so be very, very mindful of who you go to. Don't just go to somebody because you want to try it, because everybody's talking about it, because it seems like it's fun. Don't don't do that. Don't do that. Have more respect for your own body. Learn skills, learn to practice on yourself, attend classes with your partner. Respect this covenant, this sacredness, this partnership, this partnership that you have. And don't just give away your power to people. Don't do that just because you are new to sex, you feel that you don't know what's best for you. I hope this speaks to you in some way. Just practice discernment and discretion, and hopefully you have some wisdom from what I'm saying. If you really want to go to a body worker who's going to massage your genitals, not just a wank, check out their credentials, check out their training, check out who their teacher is, check out their reputation. Ask for word of mouth referrals. You're not going to get a referral from me because I do not trust the practitioners in Singapore. I've heard so many bad things. Don't just see that, oh yeah, they have certification, whatever. No. check, check. Because your body is sacred. So this is Martha of Eros Coaching with a very strong message of respecting your body. Some people don't care. When you get hurt, are you in a place to pick yourself up? So yeah, anyway, this is my message. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. I love this work. I really care about people. Please take care of yourself. Bye.